Have you ever found yourself saying, when I do X or accomplish X, then I'll do Y? Like maybe when I win the lottery, I'll finally take that vacation I've always wanted. Or when I hit retirement, I'll finally take those art classes that I want. Or when I make enough money, then I'll finally start saving. Have you ever thought that quite possibly you won't accomplish X until you do Y? That's a mind blow, isn't it? Well, stick around for this video. We're going to talk about it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's Motivational Monday video. My name is Denise Renee, and I'm a writer, musician, and lifestyle vlogger. And in this series, I publicly share my private thoughts that I use to encourage myself because I think it just might help you along your own personal journey. But before I get into today's video, it would be 100% remiss of me if I didn't address the big elephant in the room, the big elephant in our country, the 100% civil unrest that's been going on in my metro area. I live in the Atlanta metro area, which started in the Twin Cities and has been spreading all around the country. Now, I record these videos usually either on Saturday or Sunday, and right now it's Sunday, May 30th. And to be quite frank, I haven't looked at the news for today. I'm not a big news watcher because years ago I really realized that a lot of the information that they perpetuate on the news is really designed to drive fear into people. And I didn't like starting my day that way. I didn't like, having the news on repeat all the time. So I basically developed a habit where I just go in, I'll read the headlines, I'll check a few websites, get the headlines, get the top stories, read the stories that I'm most interested in, and then I'm out, okay? I'm not watching this stuff on repeat. And, over the last few weeks with the whole COVID-19, yeah, that's still going on, I've found myself really having to protect my mind and protect my spirit and not, sink into depression or sink into fear or just any of that. And so I really hadn't been paying attention to the news. But I always know that if anything really important is happening, I'm gonna find out. And so, there's a couple of different bloggers that I follow, and I started seeing them blog about what was going on in the Twin Cities. And then the next day, it's hitting Atlanta, and I'm like, what? Guys, I don't have an answer for a lot of things. I'm quite frankly still processing everything. But I will say this, I have made a few decisions. The number one decision I've made is just really recommitting to a decision that I live by. And that is, I refuse to live in fear. I'm not gonna be afraid to go outside of my house and do what it is that I have to do for life, because life is still going on while all of this is going on in the backdrop. And my second response taps into my spirituality. Although I am a person of prayer, my prayers of late have been, all right, God, what do I do? What do I do next? Where can I help? Where can I serve? Because ultimately, I think a lot of the problems and the challenges that we face, they're gonna come down to our own individual responses and how we act and respond and treat our family, our friends, our neighbors, and the people who do not look like us. And the third thing that I've decided is that I'm gonna keep on doing what it is that I do, because my gift, my voice is still needed in this world. Things like doing a Motivational Monday, I think is probably helpful. It's, I may not have a huge audience right now, but I'm really recognizing that those of you who are watching, and I thank you so much, I'm deeply impacting. These Motivational Mondays, I wind up hearing them back in live conversations that I have with people. So, even though everyone doesn't always like and comment, although I would love it if you would thumbs up and heart and all of that good stuff and comment below. But even though, that doesn't always happen on every single video, I still get feedback that what I share is so important to people and it's really helping. So I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing. And so with that, let's get into today's topic. So yeah, what if you're not going to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish until you do that thing? What do you see yourself doing? What do you see yourself ultimately accomplishing? What goals do you want to have that you feel like, well, it's so far off or it's so distant? What if you start taking steps towards it right now? Maybe you can't experience it all in its fullness, but just by taking steps towards it, you start to accomplish that goal that you want. I mean, I ask myself questions like, okay, I want to have financial freedom and financial abundance. Well, what would I do if I felt financially free? What would I do if I felt financially abundant? Well, one of the things I would do is be very philanthropic. I would give a lot of money away. And so I've started doing that. Now, I don't have lots of money to give away, but what little I do, I give it with all of my heart. I do what I can do to help bless and make a difference in other people's lives around me. And I just trust that, you know what, it's going to come back to me in ways that I probably can't even imagine. And you know what? It does. It really starts to give me that abundance that I'm looking for. And abundance isn't always money. Sometimes abundance is in relationships. Sometimes that abundance manifests in people helping me out in a variety of ways. So I really want to challenge you. If you have goals for a relationship and you want to see it look a certain way, well, why don't you start acting that way so that you walk into that vision that you have? If you want to see your finances a certain way, well, think about that end and think about how would you act if you had all the finances that you wanted. Start acting like it now. It's something that I'm really practicing in my business, especially when it comes to social media. I envision myself having a really engaged audience. And so I keep on putting out content. And I keep on thinking about, well, what are people going to really respond to? What's really going to help them? And I keep doing what I do. And like I said, even though I don't get a ton of responses, when I do get responses, they're so deep and heartfelt. And I know that I'm on the right track. And I know that eventually, yeah, I'll have those numbers that I want. I'll have the audience that I want. And it's going to affect my business in the way that I want it to as well. What is it that Gandhi once said? You need to be the change that you want to see in the world. And the fact of the matter is, we never truly arrive at the point that we really want to get to. It's always a journey. And when we, accomplish a goal or get to the point where we think we want to get to, we look ahead and there's another goal that we want to reach. It's a continuous process. So don't let feeling like, I don't have everything that I want, stop you from doing anything. Keep moving ahead, keep moving towards it, keep pushing towards it, and ultimately, you're gonna have that thing. Don't push things off, walk in them now. Sometimes we're looking to have miracles manifested in our lives, but we gotta walk into those miracles. And we gotta start walking in them today. So I hope that this message was really encouraging for you. If so, please go ahead and like the video, give it a thumbs up, give it a heart, drop some comments below, talk to me, and let me know how you are enjoying the Motivational Monday series. You can even talk to me about how you're processing everything that's going on. I could use some feedback, okay? So please, and by all means, go ahead and drop some comments below. If you like these Motivational Mondays and you want to get more, then make sure that you have liked my Facebook page at facebook.com/Meet Denise Renee. You can also follow me on Instagram using @Meet Denise Renee. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that is youtube.com/Denise Renee Copywriter. And on YouTube, you get to see the full scope of content vlogs that I put out throughout the week. So guys, thank you so much for checking out and supporting this video, and I will see you in the next one.